Yo, welcome back to the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart Out of Bounds series, where I'll be showing you planet by planet how to easily get to some spots you weren't meant to go to and see some things you weren't meant to see. All of this you can do yourself on PS5 or PC, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see more soon. I'm sure I'm not going to cover everything there is. These are all just mostly things I found on my own. But hey, if you know of anything else, feel free to share it in the comments or Discord linked in the description. And hey, don't forget to check out the last episode where we covered Coruscant 5. But today we're going to be on Sargasso, and you might be thinking, Sargasso? How do you go out of bounds Sargasso? It's basically an open world level. Well, sure, but that definitely didn't stop me from finding some sweet nooks and crannies, because there's absolutely some stuff you weren't meant to see here. I'll even show you how to get this gold bolt at the top of the map on foot. Anyways, let's get started on a couple of mild locations, but they're still fun and interesting, I'd say. So let's go find Rivet's deep, dark secret. If we head over to the entrance of her hideout here and bank a left before you enter, you can jump on these rocks and, ooh, what's that over there? Oh my god. It's Rivet's secret piss cave. What? Yeah, I don't know. It's just a sweet little cave. I just like it. Don't touch it. It will kill you. There's nowhere else you can go except for up here a little bit. You did the classic wall jump into a dash to get up here, and then it's kind of hard to get into this crack, but you can do it if you are persistent. And then once you're in here, you just see these weird like light effects on these rocks. I don't know what's going on here, but this does show up a few times in this level, you'll see. That's pretty much it though. Just die, I guess. Back at the hideout entrance, there's actually something cool right in this cave. It's right above you. Yeah, you can get up there pretty easily. Just go down the path a bit until you find this glowing area, work your way up these bones and rocks to this glowing spot, which I believe is coming from the main entrance, and then you can just jump straight up onto this structure. And up here, you'll find our friend who's stuck flying in a loop for eternity. Sorry, dude. There is a nice cozy little ledge over here for us. If you head over to the left, you'll find these glowing weird rocks. Again, weird lighting effect. I don't know. You can go in photo mode here, turn up the brightness, and it gets a little bit cursed. But yeah, sure, it's a bit of a low-key location, though I'd say it has some potential for some photo mode opportunities. I'm just a little guy who likes sweet little caves in video games. What can I say? You know what else I like, though? Are sweet patches of land and just little environments that you weren't supposed to see. A pretty large and simple one to get to is actually right next to where you start on this level originally by the crash ship. So facing the ship, just jump off to the left with the hover boots, and you can just do a double jump all the way over to this island, and it's like pretty big, and you can just explore and hover boot around this uncharted territory. All right, moving on to something a little more broad. So Sargasso has a lot of these like little islands, right, that you're not supposed to climb up, but you absolutely can. Take this one, for instance, right here on the map. You can pretty easily just use this ship to get up on these rocks, and then you're just up here, and it's kind of cool. I don't think I really need to show you how to climb up every single one of these islands. I don't know if any of them have anything particularly interesting, but just know if you are persistent and you just do some wall jumps and dashes, you can probably climb like all of them. Wow, thanks, Nick. That's boring. What about the big rock? Yeah. I can get you there. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to get this gold bolt on foot without Trudy. Now, there's definitely plenty of ways to climb up here, but one easy way I found is right across from the ship where you collect your first Zerp stones. Once you're over here, you can jump over to this big ring and then jump off to the left over to this big slanted rock. You can just climb straight up this rock, no problem at all. And then you jump around the corner to get over this ledge somewhere roughly around here. And then just climb up these rocks over here, boom, 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 up the pointed rock, and you'll get over to this green leafy section over here, and you're pretty much there. You did it. So now that you're up here, if you head over to the gold bolt, you might realize, I can't reach it. Was the YouTuber lying? No. There is a couple extra steps to get up there. One way I found is to start on this rock over here next to the bolt, and then you're going to want to jump over to this platform over here where the satellite dishes are. Once you're up here, just get at full speed with your hover boots however you can. This is how I did it. It's kind of weird. And then do a nice long jump all the way over there. Time your jumps nice, and then do a dash, and you can make it up to this little platform. And then you can just jump up into the ring, and then boom, there's the bolt on foot. Just do a nice little double jump, and it's yours. Dude, nice. But don't leave yet, because one of my favorite caves is hidden up on the top of this mountain. There's a few ways to get down into it, but one way is over in this direction next to this tower. You can just jump down in this hole, and surprise, there's a big dark cave. Again, it kind of has that weird lighting property around here. Definitely a really strange place to screw around in photo mode. Now, I got another sweet hole I want to show y'all. This one's going to be right in front of the main gelatonium plant. I just accidentally found this one day. I fell, and I just ended up back on the ground in the playable area. I just think it's kind of funny. There's just a straight hole all the way down. But while recording this footage, I was screwing around in this hole a little bit more, and I found out, first of all, there's a ledge that you can hang out on. That's sweet, I guess. But wait a second, I see a little bit of light emanating over here in the side. As I eventually glided in over here, I discovered Rivet's secret Omega Piss Cave. Oh yeah, this cave, yeah, this blows the other one out of the water. Much harder to get to, way bigger. That's it. But that's really cool. I think it's cool. It's just sweet, like big old area here that you can like stand around in. And there's, wow, it's just cool to me, man. I don't know. After screwing around in here long enough, I found out if you go over to this side when you're falling inside, you can just barely get onto a walkable surface here, which is right behind the wall to where you're supposed to be. So yeah, ain't that interesting. All right, it's about time we move on to the next segment of this video. And once again, that's going to be dealing with wrench boosting. Again, I wanted this series to focus primarily on non-exploitative movement, but wrench boosting, it's so easy to do and it just unlocks so many things. So if you saw the Course on 5 video, I went into a nice tutorial on how exactly to do it, because I'm just going to give you a simple explanation here. And yes, I am playing on the PC version and it does work on there too. So what we're going to do is just get an insane amount of speed. And to do that, we're going to get at max speed with the hover boots, ride along a straight wall, slow down the game with whatever hotkey you assigned it to in the game settings, and then you're going to press and hold the aim button, which on PC is going to be the right mouse click button. And finally, swing the wrench. And that's going to give you a crazy amount of speed. So while you're going at ludicrous speeds, if you hit an angle just right, you can fly up into the air. So with that out of the way, this is where we're doing it on Sargasso. Right next to your ship where you land against the gelatonium plant. This is really awesome, perfect straight wall. So go ahead and start the wrench boost here, spam jump and head off in this direction, and we're gonna be aiming right at this rock. And once you hit it, you're gonna wanna swing the camera over to the right because there is an invisible wall like right in front of you, so make sure you don't hit that, it will kill your speed. The rock isn't too hard to hit, just make sure you hit that general area. So once you do that, you win, it's over. It's so over now. Yep, it's over. The video is pointless now. So yeah, obviously this is one way to get up to the gold bolt pretty easily. This is how I would do it. I just wanted to prove that you can do it on foot. You don't need any silly cheats like this. And one place you can get to with this that you can't get to on foot is this crashed down ship over here, which, believe it or not, is entirely solid. Yep, you can just fully walk around this entire ship. Nothing particularly interesting around here. Just, I don't know, have fun with it, man. To knock out a couple of myth-busting myths right now, pretty much all of the surrounding area is not solid. None of it is solid. I couldn't find any of it that you could stand on. All of it you just fall through, unfortunately. Sorry. However, if you find an area that has like these little rocks like this that look like these little islands, like this one near the crash ship, those do tend to be solid and you can hang out on those. You're not really too far away from the map, but it's pretty sweet. Nice little hidden environment. I'm all about that. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and also address the dinosaur in the room. I'm so funny. You should subscribe. Like the video and comment and share. Anyways, what are they called? The Truglosaurs or something? If you recall them from Tools of Destruction, where they were originally introduced, you could stand on their backs and their heads. Can you do it in this game? No. I'm sorry. I'm very sad about it. Yeah, most of them you just kind of slide off of, unfortunately. Big bummer. This dimension kind of blows, man. Also, the little smaller crash ships all around, none of those seem to be solid at all, unfortunately. And now lastly, with this wrench boosting method, you can in fact get all the way outside the map. With just enough speed, you can just barely make it outside the map in Death Plane. And if you remember the last episode, you know what's going to be down here. But since you're so far away, go ahead and aim for that crash ship out there, and you're going to want to fly pretty decent distance in that direction to get centered in the map. And then you'll start to see it down there. I told you, they're on every level. Once you fall all the way down, you'll find it. Yep, here it is, the area where the enemies spawn. I believe it is exactly the same, but here it is. This is how you get to it on this level. And you know what? I'd say that about wraps up this Sargasso Out of Bounds video. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to catch me breaking and exploiting the rest of the planets in the game. And hey, you know what? If you haven't seen it, check out my last video. I played the entire game with 1 health, and it was pretty cool. You should check it out. Feel free to follow on Twitch and Twitter and all the other socials, etc., etc. I'm gonna end the video now. Thank you all so much for your time. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Peace.